Let's first focus on ourselves, shall we, and observe what unfolds. Perhaps you've pondered, what exactly stands between you and the pursuit of ambitious dreams? Take a moment to reflect on that. Typically, the greatest obstacle to achieving our goals is ourselves. It's a captivating notion, isn't it? Today, I'm delighted to introduce you to a special video, promising not only to alter the way you face challenges, but also how you perceive yourself in the mirror each day. If you're seeking the key to unlocking your potential and meeting life's challenges with unwavering confidence, then you've come to the right place. The answer may be simpler and more powerful than you imagine, through the principles of Stoicism, focusing on oneself. Let's embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, committed to changing how you engage with the world around you. Are you ready to unravel this ancient secret? Let's turn obstacles into golden opportunities. So, join me as we delve into this adventure. Are you prepared? Let's begin. Do you understand the importance of unwavering resolve in facing life's challenges? Each of us encounters challenges, sometimes appearing insurmountable. Marcus Aurelius, a man who was both emperor and philosopher, offers us some profound insights. The obstacles we face are not only to test us, but also to guide us along the path forward. He believed that within difficulties lie opportunities. This mindset changes everything. When we confront problems, it's like solving a puzzle. Initially, they may seem complex, even seemingly impossible. But with patience and determination, we begin to piece together these fragments until the picture starts to emerge. Can you feel the wonderful sense of completion with that full puzzle? This is what Marcus Aurelius referred to as, every challenge is a great part of our life puzzle. Perhaps at this moment, we're not clear on the proper placement of each piece, but each one has its unique place and value. When we overcome an obstacle, it's like finding the right spot in the intricate puzzle. Now, imagine this: every time you overcome a challenge, you're actually building a stronger version of yourself, as if solving every problem and conquering every obstacle grants you more strength and confidence. So, the next time you face a challenge, remember it's not a sign of stagnation, but rather a signal that you're moving in the right direction. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. Now, take a moment to reflect on what's currently challenging you. Instead of seeing it as an insurmountable wall, view it as a door that, once opened, brings you closer to your potential self. Is it difficult? Perhaps. But is it achievable? Absolutely. Remember, you have within you everything you need to face whatever comes your way. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself your capabilities, so take a deep breath, step forward, and bravely face it. The path ahead is yours to tread, and believe me, you're ready for it. In our journey, there's a guiding principle shining like a guiding star, and that is to focus on oneself, to embody the virtues of Stoicism, wisdom from ancient times. In today's world, these ideas still resonate with remarkable clarity, guiding us to look inward, to recognize the immense power in acting with wisdom, courage, and moderation. Life, with all its ups and downs, provides us with a stage where we can practice these virtues every day. But what does it entail? It means living consciously, choosing our actions according to standards of what is right and good, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. It means acknowledging our fears and facing them with courage, finding balance in our desires and passions, and seeking wisdom to discern what we can change and what we cannot. The path we tread isn't about grand gestures or monumental achievements, it's about the tiny choices we make every day. It involves how we navigate traffic, how we treat our colleagues, how we manage our time and energy. Every moment is an opportunity to practice virtue and become our best selves. But how do we stay focused on ourselves without falling into selfishness? That's where the brilliance of Stoic wisdom shines. It teaches us to understand what is within our control. While we may not control external events, we have complete control over how we respond to them. This understanding liberates us, enabling us to accept things beyond our power and focus on what we truly can change: our actions, responses, and thoughts. It's a proposition of deep self-awareness, acknowledging our weaknesses and striving to turn them into strengths. It's an invitation to live not for the validation of others, but for the inner peace that comes from living according to our deepest values. Imagine if each day you had a little more courage to face your fears, if you sought balance, saying no to excess and yes to what truly matters. Imagine if each day you worked hard to learn something new, expanding your understanding of the world and yourself. What would your life be like then? These questions, when posed, mark the beginning of a true journey towards a fulfilling and meaningful life. It's not a journey completed overnight, but a part of it unfolding with each conscious step we take. So, let's talk about something that might surprise you, but has a profound impact on our lives: the power of choice. It's fascinating that even when everything around us seems out of control, we still hold some crucial agency: how we choose to respond to everything. Think about how many times you've worried about things ultimately completely beyond your control: time, other people's thoughts. Does it really help? But what's interesting is that even if we can't change a situation, we can still choose our attitude towards it. It's not just a lovely idea, it's practical. It's about taking a moment to think, okay, this thing is happening, I can't change it, but how can I handle it in the best way possible? It's not about ignoring problems, it's about facing them with a mindset that puts us in control of our reactions. So, what about knowing yourself? That's quite a journey, akin to becoming a detective of your own life, observing, learning, understanding what truly motivates you, what makes you react in certain ways. Believe me, the more you understand yourself, the better equipped you are to navigate the world. And now is the time to put the cherry on top. All of this helps us live more harmoniously. But you don't have to reserve courage for superheroes or extreme moments of danger. Courage is something we experience in our everyday lives. It's the power that gets us out of bed on difficult mornings, propels us to try new things, face problems, or admit mistakes. You see, it takes great courage to face adversity, the unknown, our own limitations, and failures. I'm not just talking about facing enormous fears, I mean the little things in everyday life, like when we decide to speak the truth even though we know it might not be what the other person wants to hear, or when we pause to examine ourselves, admit our mistakes, and learn from them. Having courage also means knowing that we will encounter challenges and difficulties, but choosing to stand firm. It's like when we know the road ahead is tough, but we decide to move forward because, in some sense, we feel it's the right thing to do. It's not easy, and sometimes it feels like we're swimming against the current, but that's when courage shines through. You know, courage isn't about eliminating fear. It's about taking action even when we're afraid. It's that inner voice telling us, yes, this is scary, but I am stronger than my fear, and that, my friend, is powerful. It changes us, it makes us grow. Think about the opportunities courage brings us every time we face challenges. We give ourselves a chance to demonstrate virtue, to become better. It's amazing because every time we face challenges, overcome fear, we grow, become stronger, more resilient. So, let's change our perspective on courage. Let's not see it as something that only shows up in big moments, but as a constant force in our lives, a force that drives us to live more authentically, face our fears, and grow from them. Remember, courage doesn't mean doing everything on our own. Asking for help is also courage. Admitting that we don't know something and want to learn more is also courage. So let's bring courage into our daily lives, face challenges, learn from failures, and grow, because ultimately, that's what propels us forward. Now, let us delve further into the concept of temperance. In a world where excess seems to be the norm, in a world constantly chasing more, leading us further away from happiness. An ancient yet profoundly practical concept, temperance, arises. Yes, this word may evoke thoughts of dusty tomes and ancient philosophy, but it holds within it a powerful secret to a comprehensive and balanced life. Temperance might appear to be a complex term, but its meaning is actually simple yet profoundly transformative. It concerns self-control, moderation, and balance in all that we do. Picture your life as a ship navigating the ocean, and temperance is the rudder that keeps us on course. Certainly, avoiding extremes, whether the excessive storms or the dearth of calm, the ancient masters of Stoicism saw in this principle not only a virtue, but also a path to happiness. They taught us to live in harmony with nature, to understand and accept the true nature of the world, enabling us to manage our desires and avoid the overindulgences that often lead us astray from genuine contentment. Accepting reality and exercising self-mastery, living in the present, maintaining self-control, akin to grasping the helm at sea. Life, with its twists and turns, sometimes seems to test our patience and our ability to remain calm. The reality is that some things happen beyond our control, but what we truly can control is our own reactions and attitudes. It's not about surrender or passivity, it's about mastering how we respond to what life presents us. Accepting reality may seem challenging. After all, who willingly faces difficult moments or unwelcome circumstances? But consider this: struggling against the unchangeable, like trying to stop the wind, is futile and only leaves us exhausted. On the other hand, focusing on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, attitudes, is where our true power lies. This is the essence of self-mastery, recognizing that while we may not control everything around us, we do have authority over the most crucial aspect, ourselves. This is an incredible source of freedom. Knowing that regardless of what happens externally, you can choose your response here gives you an indomitable inner peace and unwavering strength. So, the next time you encounter something frustrating or challenging, remember your response is a choice. Take a deep breath, step back, and ask yourself, can I control this? If the answer is no, accept it, focus on what you can change. If it's yes, then you know what to do. This proactive and conscious acceptance not only brings tranquility, but also empowers us to live more fully and purposefully. Of course, it's not easy, but like everything in life, it's a practice. The more we exercise acceptance of reality and exercise self-control, the better we become at navigating life with grace, determination, and most importantly, inner peace. And that, my friends, is a powerful way of life. Self-reflection and the power of the mind. Let's talk about a powerful tool we all possess, but often overlook: self-reflection. This process simply involves honestly examining our thoughts, actions, and emotions, much like pausing for a moment amidst the daily hustle and bustle to check the map and see if we're still on the right path. So, why is this so important? Because without these moments of pause and reflection, it's easy to lose our way. We might end up on a path that doesn't truly align with our aspirations. Self-reflection allows us to realize when we're acting impulsively, when our emotions are controlling us, veering us away from our values and virtues. Moreover, reflecting on oneself reveals how powerful our minds truly are. Our perception of the world around us, and how we respond to challenges, all starts in our minds. If we learn to control our perceptions and responses, we can have a profound impact on our lived experience. This doesn't mean ignoring feelings or pretending problems don't exist, but rather recognizing that while we may not control everything that happens to us, we have complete control over how we respond to these situations. So, how do we start practicing self-reflection? It's not complicated. Take some time to reflect on your attitudes and emotions. Ask yourself, is this in line with the person I want to become? If the answer is no, you've just identified an area for growth and improvement. Next, let's delve straight into the heart of the matter: meditation and mindfulness. Transformation begins in the mind. Have you ever noticed how simply by deciding where to direct your thoughts and emotions, you wield tremendous power? That's the incredible power of self-reflection, meditation, and mindfulness. These are not just ancient practices or trendy topics, they are revolutionary tools that you can harness, ready to be used in your everyday life to gain greater control and inner peace. First, understand that self-reflection is the key to self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are my values? Am I living according to them? This ongoing reflection is what allows us to grow, to find areas for improvement, and most importantly, to align our actions with our deepest beliefs. Do not underestimate the power of pausing to truly reflect on your life. It could be the turning point between living on autopilot and steering the course of your life. Have you ever noticed how our thoughts operate? Sometimes, our thoughts and worries can feel like a turbulent sea. Imagine if you could calm that down. Wouldn't that be an incredible power? Meditation teaches us just that, to sit down, observe our thoughts without judgment, and gradually learn to calm them, to clarify them. This isn't about emptying the mind, but understanding that you are not your thoughts, you are the observer, capable of choosing which thoughts deserve your attention and which can simply drift by like clouds in the sky. Mindfulness brings us into the present moment, where life truly happens. Through practice, you begin to notice the often overlooked small wonders of everyday life. Each breath becomes an opportunity to truly be alive, and every task, no matter how trivial, becomes an opportunity for full engagement. So here's an idea: view life as a series of present moments, each offering the potential for full living. Let self-reflection be your guide, meditation your fortress, and mindfulness your lens through which you view the world. By doing so, you'll discover an inner strength, a power you may never have realized you possessed. With this power, you can not only face the challenges of life but truly thrive, finding peace and fulfillment in the present moment, as well as acceptance of impermanence and resilience. Indeed, life is a series of ups and downs, a series of ever-changing moments shaping us, challenging us, ultimately teaching us the true nature of inner strength. This inner strength, this resilience, is the key to facing life's setbacks not as endpoints, but as new beginnings. This acceptance of impermanence and cultivation of inner resilience are essential for our progression in life. When we realize that everything is in constant flux and learn to adapt to these changes, we can face life's challenges and changes with greater composure. This doesn't mean we give up on pursuing goals or taking action, but rather, we approach change and adversity with a more flexible and calm attitude. Through daily Stoic practices, we gradually cultivate inner calm and resilience, allowing us to maintain inner peace and stability regardless of how life may change. This mindset not only makes us stronger but also fosters gratitude and appreciation for every present moment. Therefore, let us strive to practice the principles of Stoicism every day, embracing impermanence as our attitude towards life and harnessing inner resilience as our driving force. In this ever-changing and challenging world, we can maintain inner peace and stability, continuously grow and progress. That is where true strength lies. This passage encourages us to embrace the arrival of each new day, to see each day as a fresh start, a moment full of possibilities. It emphasizes the importance of nourishing our inner selves through acts of kindness, spreading love and goodwill through simple gestures and smiles. Furthermore, it advocates for the art of moderation, meaning finding balance between excess and deficiency, avoiding being swept away by the tide of excess and staying focused on what truly matters. As night falls, this passage encourages us to reflect on the experiences of the day and to jot down the lessons learned and insights gained. It promotes the habit of keeping a gratitude journal, helping us to pay more attention to the beauty and blessings in life, even amidst adversity. Finally, it underscores the importance of Stoic principles, which teach us how to navigate through the storms of life, cherish what we have, accept the things we cannot change, and wisely discern between the two. Through these practices, we can cultivate inner peace, strength, and gratitude, painting the canvas of life we aspire to live.